The Lakers are back on track. The Lakers came out on their home floor and handled business from start to finish in this one. They picked up a much-needed win over the San Antonio Spurs by a score of 125-109. It was a game where their offense really clicked, and their defense came up big when it had to. Los Angeles had already snapped their 4-game losing streak the night before, and now they've strung together 2 straight wins during one of the toughest stretches of their season. The Spurs got off to a quick start, jumping out to a 9-2 lead, but the Lakers responded fast. They knocked down 3 consecutive three-pointers to take the lead at 11-9. From there, they never looked back. By the end of the first quarter, Los Angeles was up 32-22. They set the tone early with solid shooting and kept San Antonio at arm's length. In the second quarter, Los Angeles really started to pull away. They got big contributions from multiple players and took advantage of mismatches inside. Jackson Hayes was aggressive around the rim, drawing fouls and finishing dunks, while Luca controlled the tempo. The Lakers went into halftime up by 14 points with a 65-51 lead. The third quarter saw more of the same. Austin Reeves hit a big jumper that pushed the lead to 19, forcing the Spurs to call a timeout. The Lakers kept creating open shots and knocking them down from deep. They built their lead up to as many as 20 points in the third quarter and closed the period with a comfortable 94-75 advantage. The fourth quarter started out slow for Los Angeles. San Antonio made a run, scoring 15 straight points to cut into the lead and make things interesting. But Austin Reeves stopped the bleeding with back-to-back three-pointers that kept the Spurs from getting too close. Things got a little heated after Jared Vanderbilt and Jeremy Sochan were ejected for fighting, but the Lakers stayed focused and finished the game strong. When the final buzzer sounded, Los Angeles walked off with a 16-point win. They shot 45 of 93 from the field, which is right under 50%. They hit 21 of 56 three-pointers, good for almost 38%. At the free throw line, they were solid, making 14 out of 19 attempts for over 73%. They dominated the rebounding battle, pulling down 49 boards, including 12 on offense and 37 on defense. They handed out 34 assists on their 45 made baskets, showing how well they shared the ball. On the defensive end, they finished with 14 steals and 5 blocks. They forced San Antonio into 17 turnovers, and they turned those into 24 points. The Lakers also held the Spurs to just 41 of 92 shooting from the field, about 44%, and 11 of 34 from three-point range, which is a little under 33%. San Antonio did make 16 of 22 free throws, about 72%, but it was not enough to keep up with the Lakers' offensive firepower. Now, looking at the player stats, Austin Reeves had the biggest scoring night. He finished with 30 points on 12 of 21 shooting. He made 5 out of his 13 three-point attempts and hit his only free throw. Reeves also grabbed 7 rebounds, all on the defense end, handed out 6 assists, and added 2 steals to his line. Luca was everywhere, scoring 21 points, despite shooting just 5 of 20 from the field and 1 of 7 from 3. He made up for it by getting to the free throw line 13 times and sinking 10. Also pulled in 9 rebounds, 2 on offense, and dished out 14 assists. He added 3 steals and 1 block, running the show on offense all night long. By the way, if you guys want to watch a more fun style of video, I started a new channel. For the first video, I did every NBA championship explained. So of course I talk about all the Lakers teams, Wilts, Magics, Kobe, LeBron. I left a link to the first video in the description, pinned comment, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to finish this one first. I genuinely appreciate if you could check this channel out. Thanks. Anyways, the Lakers, Jackson Hayes had a double-double with 9 points and 11 rebounds, including 2 on offense and 9 on defense. He shot 3 of 5 from the field and knocked down 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Hayes also chipped in 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. His size and energy were a major factor in the paint. Dorian Finney-Smith contributed 15 points while shooting 5 of 12 from the field. He hit 4 out of his 8 three-point attempts and made 1 of 2 free throws. Finney-Smith also grabbed 3 rebounds, including 2 on offense, and recorded 1 assist. He did not have any steals or blocks, but his ability to space the floor was important. Jordan Goodwin had an efficient night, putting up 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. He went 3 of 6 from three-point range. Goodwin also collected 4 rebounds, 1 of them on offense, and added 3 assists. On defense, he picked up 3 steals and blocked a shot, bringing great energy on both ends of the floor. Off the bench, Gabe Vincent gave them 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting. He made 3 out of 5 three-pointers and collected 2 defense rebounds. Vincent also had 1 assist and 2 steals, providing an important spark when the second unit was out there. Dalton Knecht added 13 points off the bench. He shot 4 of 10 from the field and 2 of 7 from 3. At the free throw line, Knecht went 3 for 4. He also grabbed 3 rebounds, 1 on offense, and had 3 assists. Knecht also recorded a block and gave them solid minutes in the rotation. Jard Vanderbilt did not score in this one, but he made his presence felt on defense and on the boards before getting ejected. Christian Coloco and Maxwell Lewis also got some minutes off the bench, but they did not register any points. They still helped provide rest for the starters during key stretches. Team-wise, Los Angeles finished with more rebounds, more assists, more steals, fewer turnovers, and shot better from 3 than San Antonio. They outscored the Spurs in fast break points 12-8 and points off turnovers 24-12. They also had the advantage in second chance points 15-12. This game showed how balanced the Lakers can be. Reeves took over as the primary scorer, and Hayes controlled the glass. Finney-Smith and Goodwin made timely shots and played solid defense. Vincent and Knecht made sure the bench held things down when the starters sat. Every category favored the Lakers, and they proved that when they move the ball and stay active on defense, they can take control of games. They made San Antonio pay for every mistake and never let the game get away from them, even when things got testy in the fourth quarter. In the end, Los Angeles came away with their second straight win in a tough stretch of games. They executed well, stayed locked in, and picked up a convincing win by a final score of 125-109. But watching this game, it makes me want to talk about a few things. First, the Lakers are just better when Knecht is involved. Dalton Knecht is making the Lakers better every time he's on the floor, and the numbers back it up from every angle. He's giving them quality minutes, efficient scoring, and smart decisions without forcing anything. In just 9 minutes of action today, he scored 10 points, grabbed 3 rebounds, handed out 2 assists, and even blocked a shot. That's a whole lot of production in less than 1 quarter. He's showing that every second he gets on the court counts, and it's having an impact on how the Lakers perform as a team. On the season, Dalton's averaging 9.5 points per game. That's already more than 64% of players across the league. And it's not like he's out there chucking shots just to hit those numbers. His scoring is efficient. His effective field goal percentage is sitting at 57.7%. That number tells you he's making the most of his shot attempts, factoring in both 2-pointers and 3-pointers. For every field goal he takes, he's giving the Lakers 1.2 points. That's the kind of efficiency that makes a difference in tight games and stretches where every basket matters. He's knocking down 1.8 2-pointers per game and 1.7 3-pointers. That's a balanced scoring approach without wasting any possessions. He's only taking 7.5 shots per game, and he's still giving the Lakers almost 10 points a night. For a rookie, that kind of production on limited shots is a huge boost, especially for a team that can use more consistency on offense. Dalton's true shooting percentage is 59.1%, which gives an even better picture of his scoring efficiency. That number takes into account his field goals, 3-pointers, and free throws. It's a full measure of how well he's scoring when he gets the opportunity. He's putting up 1.2 points for every scoring attempt. That's better than 93% of players when it comes to making the most out of his chances. It shows up in the Lakers' offense too. When he's playing, they move the ball better, get better looks, and score more consistently. Another thing Dalton's doing really well is taking care of the ball. His turnover percentage is only 5.24%. That means he's only turning the ball over on just over 5 plays out of every 100. For a player involved in a decent share of the offense, that's a low number. He's averaging half a turnover per game despite taking about 8 scoring attempts per game. It makes a big difference when you've got a player who's not giving away possessions. The Lakers can trust him with the ball, and it's keeping their offense running smoothly. Dalton's work on the glass is solid too. His defensive rebound percentage is 11.74%. That's not just an empty stat. It means that when he's on the floor, he's grabbing almost 12% of all the available defensive rebounds. He's averaging 2.5 defensive rebounds per game, which is better than 56% of players in the league. Those rebounds are important. They end defensive possessions and give the Lakers a chance to push the pace or slow things down when they need to. It's another way he's helping them win those little battles that add up over the course of a game. His usage rate is 18.3%, meaning nearly 1 out of every 5 offensive plays, and with him taking a shot, getting to the free throw line, assisting, or turning it over, he's taking 7.5 shots per game, getting to the line for 1.1 free throw attempts, dishing out just under 1 assist per game, and turning it over half a time. In 41.4 possessions played, he's finding a way to make an impact. He's involved enough to make a difference, but not so much that he's taking away opportunities from the Lakers' main scorers. The balance he brings is a huge asset. Dalton isn't out there forcing shots or trying to do too much. He's scoring efficiently, making smart passes, and keeping turnovers low. That's what keeps the Lakers' offense steady when he's playing. It's a big part of why they're better when he's involved. The efficiency numbers tell a clear story. His effective field goal percentage near 60% and true shooting percentage at 59.1% show that he's making the right decisions with his shots. He's scoring at a rate of 1.2 points per attempt. That puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. They know if they give him space, he'll knock down shots and keep the Lakers' offense moving. Even as a rookie, Dalton's passing has been reliable. His 2 assists today in limited minutes are a good example of that. He's averaging just under 1 assist per game across his minutes this season. He's keeping the ball moving and making the right reads, which helps the Lakers find open looks and good scoring chances. He's not holding on to the ball or slowing down the offense. He fits right in, and that's something not every rookie can do. On the defensive end, Dalton's rebounding and energy are giving the Lakers some extra help. Grabbing 2.5 defensive rebounds per game and having a defensive rebound percentage over 11% is a solid contribution. It helps the Lakers finish off stops and avoid giving up second chance points. His block today shows that he's active and willing to contest shots too. He's not just standing around waiting for the ball. He's out there making things happen on both ends of the floor. One of the best things about Dalton's game so far has been his ability to avoid mistakes. That turnover percentage of 5.24% is one of the best numbers you'll see for a player in his role. Turning it over only half a time per game while being involved in nearly 20% of offensive plays is a sign that he's got a good feel for the game. He's playing smart and making sure the Lakers get the most out of their possession. His scoring numbers hold up too. 9.5 points per game might not sound huge on the surface, but when you factor in the efficiency and the low number of shots he's taking, it's a big deal. He's outperforming 76% of players in points per game and 69% in field goals made per game. For a rookie, that's exactly the kind of contribution the Lakers need. Dalton's usage rate of 18.3% tells me he's involved enough to make a difference without taking away from the other stars on the team. He's finding his spots and making the most of them. That balance makes him a great fit for this Lakers roster. The combination of his scoring efficiency, rebounding, low turnovers, and smart passing is what makes Dalton Knecht so valuable to the Lakers. His numbers speak for themselves. They're a better team when he's in the lineup because he gives them efficient scoring, steady playmaking, and a reliable presence on the defensive glass. Dalton's impact might not always jump out right away, but when you dig into the stats, it's clear how much he's helping the Lakers. They're smoother on offense, tighter on defense, and more efficient overall with him on the court. The Lakers are simply better when Dalton Knecht is part of the action, and the numbers prove it every time. But secondly, I want to talk about DFS. Dorian Finney-Smith always makes a huge impact, even if it doesn't jump out on the stat sheet. He's been playing at an all-defense level for the Lakers this season, and it shows up in every advanced metric. What makes him stand out is how often he finds himself in rim protection scenarios, something most forwards don't have to deal with as much. And when he's there, he produces elite numbers. Turning D'Angelo Russell into Dorian Finney-Smith has turned out to be a brilliant move by the front office. The numbers prove it, and I think it's made them a much tougher team on both ends. For the season, Dorian is scoring 8.2 points per game. That puts him ahead of 56% of players in the league. Even though scoring isn't the biggest part of his role, he's still outproducing more than half the league in that category. And when you look at his efficiency, it gets even better. His effective field goal percentage is 57.3%. That's right in line with elite efficiency and tells me he's taking the right shots and making them count. For every field goal he attempts, he's putting up 1.1 points. His shot selection has been on point, knocking down 1.8 three-pointers per game while taking 6.8 shots overall. His true shooting percentage is 57.9%, which ranks him higher than 74% of players. That number is huge because it combines field goals, three-pointers, and free throws into one efficiency score. Dorian is averaging 1.2 points per scoring attempt. That's better than 97% of players in the league. Even without high usage, he's still making an impact by scoring efficiently whenever he gets his opportunities. Now, here's where it gets really good. His offensive rating is 119.2, and his defensive rating is 110.4. That gives him a net rating of plus 8.8. That means the Lakers are outscoring their opponents by almost 9 points per 100 possessions when he's on the floor. It's not a coincidence. His ability to make winning plays, combined with his all-defense impact, has been a big reason why they found more success. When he's out there, his games with a positive plus-minus sit at 61.2%. That shows up over time. The Lakers tend to be on the winning side more often when Dorian is getting big minutes. His on-off number is another stat that says it all. When he's on the court, the Lakers' point differential is plus 8.3 compared to when he's off. That's better than 80% of players around the league. It's clear he's helping them win possessions, games, and everything in between. When you break it down further, his mixed team defense rating is 80%. That shows how much he's impacting not just his man, but the entire team's defense. He's preventing opponents from scoring on both an individual level and within the Lakers system. The team's defensive efficiency is 110.4 when he's playing. That's not an accident. He's contesting shots, switching onto multiple positions, and stepping into rim protection situations like he's been doing it his entire career. His steals and blocks don't scream off the page, but they still matter. He's averaging 0.9 steals and 0.3 blocks per game. He's not hunting those stats, but he's making timely plays that disrupt offenses. And he's grabbing rebounds too. Dorian's pulling down 4 rebounds per game, with 2.6 of those coming on the defensive glass. That ranks him ahead of 65% of players. It's not just the big men cleaning up the boards. Dorian's doing his part. His offensive rebounding percentage is 5.19%, which puts him above 25% of players in the league. That might not sound crazy, but for a forward who's often defending on the perimeter and rotating back, it's a solid number. He's grabbing 1.4 offensive rebounds per game. Those extra possessions matter, especially when the Lakers need second chance opportunities to keep their offense rolling. Defensively, he's grabbing 2.6 defensive rebounds per game, but his defensive rebounding percentage is 8.89%. That ranks him higher than 13% of players. That might seem low, but his role is more about contesting shots and switching on to shooters. He's often the guy forcing a miss that someone else collects. Offensively, Dorian's usage rate is only 12.5%. That's a low number, but it fits what the Lakers need from him. He's not out there dominating the ball. He's taking 6.8 shots per game, getting to the free throw line 0.8 times, handing out 1.3 assists, and committing just 0.9 turnover. In 57 possessions played, he's making smart decisions and playing within the flow of the offense. That kind of role is exactly what makes him so valuable. He's not taking shots away from the Lakers' main scorers. Instead, he's providing spacing with his three-point shooting, attacking the glass for second chance points, and locking down opponents on the other end. His presence on the court makes life easier for everybody else. The all-defense level impact is more than just a label. Dorian's constantly finding himself in rim protection situations more than the average forward, and he's excelling there. His contests at the rim have been reliable, and the Lakers' defensive efficiency with him out there backs it up. He's part of why they've looked sharper on that end since adding him. When you look at the move to bring in Dorian Finney-Smith in exchange for D'Angelo Russell, it's become clear just how smart it was. They gained a versatile defender who can guard multiple positions, protect the rim, and space the floor with his shooting. His net rating, a plus 8.8, speaks for itself, and the team's on-off numbers with him on the floor are even better. Even if his scoring numbers are modest at 8.2 points per game, the Lakers are getting efficiency and versatility in return. He's knocking down shots at an effective field goal percentage of 57.3% and a true shooting percentage of 57.9%. He's providing 1.2 points per scoring attempt, which is exactly the kind of efficiency that helps balance out a team's offense. Dorian's ability to guard every position from wings to bigs is a key reason the Lakers' defense has improved. His presence gives them flexibility with lineups, and he's proven he can handle tough assignments. The Lakers' defensive rating of 110.4 when he's on the court reflects his ability to impact the game beyond the box score. When you combine his defense, rebounding, efficient scoring, and smart decision-making, Dorian Finney-Smith's value to the Lakers is obvious. He's the kind of player who does the dirty work, makes winning plays, and helps the team on both ends. The numbers might not always tell the full story, but if you look close enough, they show why the Lakers are better when Dorian Finney-Smith is on the floor. But lastly, I want to talk about the scoring punch of Luca and Reeves right now. Right now, with LeBron out, Luca and Austin Reeves have stepped up as the Lakers' elite scoring duo. and the numbers leave no doubt about it. Luca has taken on the role of the first option, and Austin is right behind him as the second. These two are carrying the offensive load, and they're doing it with serious efficiency and volume. Luca is scoring 27.5 points per game. That ranks him higher than 99% of players in the league. He's taking on a massive scoring role, and he's delivering night after night. His effective field goal percentage is 52.6%, which measures how well he's shooting when you factor in his three-pointers. For every field goal attempt, Luca's giving the Lakers 1.1 points. He's knocking down 5.8 two-pointers and 3.4 three-pointers per game while taking 20.7 shots overall. That's a huge workload, and he's handling it like a superstar. Luca's true shooting percentage is 57.6%. That number shows how efficient he is, combining his field goals, three-pointers, and free throws. He's scoring 1.2 points for every scoring attempt. That's elite efficiency for someone taking as many shots as he is. He's also getting to the line for 7.4 free throw attempts per game. That ability to draw contact and capitalize on free throws keeps his scoring consistent, even on nights when the shots aren't falling. Then there's Austin Reeves. He's averaging 19.4 points per game, which puts him higher than 91% of players in the league. He's been locked in as the second scoring option with LeBron out, and he's handling the role perfectly. His effective field goal percentage is 53.6%, so he's scoring efficiently, just like Luca. Reeves is putting up 1.1 points for every field goal attempt and taking 14 shots per game. He's hitting 3.6 two-pointers and 2.6 three-pointers each night, giving the Lakers reliable scoring from all over the court. Austin's true shooting percentage is 59.5%. That's better than 72% of players. He's putting up 1.2 points for every scoring attempt, which matches Luca's efficiency on fewer shots. He's also getting to the free throw line 5 times per game. That ability to draw fouls and hit free throws has made him a consistent source of points for the Lakers, even when the defense is keyed in on him as a second option. Together, Luca and Reeves are giving the Lakers nearly 47 points per game. Luca's 27.5 points and Reeves' 19.4 points make them one of the most productive duos in the league right now. They've stepped up and kept the offense rolling while LeBron recovers. Luca's taking the lead role, but Reeves is right there as a steady, efficient scorer who can take over stretches when needed. What makes them so effective is the balance. Luca's taking over 20 shots a night and getting to the line 7 times. Reeves is taking 14 shots and getting to the line 5 times. Both are scoring efficiently, both are making good decisions, and both are carrying the Lakers' offense without wasting possessions. Their true shooting percentages of 57.6 and 59.5 show that neither one is forcing bad shots. They're taking smart ones, and they're making them. With LeBron out, the Lakers needed someone to step up as the primary option. Luca has done exactly that. He's scoring like one of the best in the league, and his numbers prove it. He's among the top 1% in points per game, and his efficiency is holding strong even with the extra attention from opposing defenses. Reeves is thriving in the second option role. His 19.4 points per game are coming on great efficiency, and he's providing the Lakers with a consistent scoring punch every night. Once LeBron is back, the roles will shift again. On some nights, LeBron and Luca will trade off as the first option, and Reeves will settle back into his usual third option role. But for now, Luca and Reeves are the 1 and 2 options, and they're handling it like pros. They're giving the Lakers elite scoring and keeping them competitive while they wait for LeBron to return. The numbers are clear. Luca and Reeves are one of the best scoring duos in the league right now. Overall, though, the Lakers are back on track, and watching how they've handled these last few games makes that crystal clear. This team looks completely different from where they were earlier in the season. They found their rhythm, and it's showing in every part of their game. Their offense is flowing better, their defense is sharper, and the energy on the floor is exactly what you want to see from a team with championship expectation. Whether it's the young guys stepping up, the veterans holding things down, or the balance they found without LeBron in the lineup, this team is firing on all cylinders. Dalton Knecht has given them a huge lift. Every time he steps on the floor, the Lakers just look better. He's been efficient, he's been smart, and he's made the kind of impact that goes beyond what most people expect from a rookie. It's not just about his scoring, it's the way he moves within the offense, the way he rebounds, and how careful he is with the ball. That combination makes everything easier for everyone else. And when you've got a guy who makes the right play more often than not, it adds up fast. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. This is a guy whose value doesn't always show up in the box score, but it's felt every minute he's on the floor. The Lakers' defense has improved dramatically since he arrived. He's versatile, he's tough, and he's the kind of player who doesn't need the ball to make an impact. He defends multiple positions, helps on the glass, and brings the kind of attitude you need to win tough games. The front office did a fantastic job making that move happen, and it's already paying off in a big way. And of course, you can't talk about how good the Lakers have been without mentioning Luca and Reeves. With LeBron out, these two have stepped up and turned into one of the most reliable scoring duos in the league right now. Luca's taking over games and showing why he's one of the best scorers in the world. Reeves has embraced the second option role and has been the perfect complement. They're efficient, they're confident, and they're carrying this team when it matters most. Every possession runs through one of them, and they're delivering night after night. What's impressed me the most about this stretch is how connected the team looks. Everybody's locked in. The ball movement is crisp. The defense is communicating. The rotations are tighter. It's like they finally figured out the right balance between pace and control. They're not rushing things, but they're not slowing down either. It's a really good mix, and it's making them tough to beat. The role players are doing their jobs too. Whether it's grabbing rebounds, making the extra pass, or spacing the floor, everyone seems to understand exactly what they're supposed to be doing. It makes a big difference when you've got guys who can step in and contribute without needing plays called for them. That's what Dalton has brought, that's what Dorian has brought, and it's rubbing off on the rest of the team. The defense has been solid, even without LeBron, who's a huge part of their rotations when he's out there. But with guys like Dorian anchoring them on the perimeter and Luca stepping up in key moments, they've managed to stay disciplined. They're contesting shots, boxing out, and closing possessions with rebounds. It's been a full team effort on that side of the ball, and it's working. Offensively, Luca and Reeves have been outstanding. Luca's controlling the tempo, and Reeves is making defenses pay when they focus too much on him. They've both been efficient scorers, and they're making smart decisions with the ball. The Lakers haven't missed a beat with those two leading the way, and it's a big reason they're winning games right now. This team looks ready to keep pushing forward. Once LeBron returns, they'll have another weapon, another leader, and another guy who can take over a game. But even without him, they're proving they've got what it takes to win. They're playing smart, they're playing together, and they're playing with confidence. The Lakers are back, and they're looking like a serious problem for anyone who has to face them. If you guys enjoyed this, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.